If you have not played Broken Age Act 1, I feel like you should stop right now because we're going to talk about Broken Age Act 2.
Yeah.
And you're going to see some footage here that might be a bit of a spoiler, just because if you don't know how the Broken Age Act 1 ends, then this is going to surprise you. But I know this is your first experience with Broken Age, so I kind of want to get your take overall.
Yeah, because we had to play through Act 1 to get into Act 2, and I remember you guys both saying how short it felt. In the context of things, you end up spending time in the game, but it's padding the length of the game, because once you start to get the groove on this esoteric, weird stuff that you have to do to progress through this adventure game, because this is a classic Tim Schafer adventure-style title that was kickstarted into creation. It's so charming, and there's lots of funny bits in there, and Elijah Wood is in there, and I think Jack Black has and he's very funny, and there's lots of little funny, cutesy lines. But Act 1 did feel very short, and so Act 2, we've waited for a long time. It's finally here, and it does make the game feel complete and worth it.
Totally.
But I have to say that I wasn't so invested in the charming creations that they built for us, the Shay and Vella's worlds. This wasn't Grim Fandango for me, and this wasn't even a Monkey Island game for me.
That's fair. I think they had to make this game to appeal to a broader audience, and I feel like they did with this one, because I feel like I could share this one with anyone, especially with the animations and the stories here and the characters. I feel like really anybody could hold on to it, especially in the first act, because the puzzles there seem pretty simple. Now, as soon as we get into the second act, people are invested in the game, and you're going to be expecting a little bit more, and the puzzles do get harder in Act 2. Like, even off the top, I could not get this one puzzle. I'm still trying to figure out this one puzzle. It's driving me nuts. But the beauty of it is that you can drop that one character and pick up the other character and play throughout the entire story of that one character.
Well, and that is the cool thing, is you're playing as Shay and Vella, and their plots interweave, even though it feels like they are on fully distinct adventures, and you can't figure out how the heck are they going to be coming together. And then when they do come together, this nonsensical story that's already been developing just escalates by like 100-fold, and it's just like, what is happening? I have no idea how they conceived this crazy plot. I mean, there's spaceships in volcanoes, monsters become something other than what they are.
Here I am, merciful King Mog Chopra, over here! No! This way, Great One! I am the one you've come so far to find!
There are some moments where it just felt like, okay, like I know I have to do this now. This is kind of boring, but I'll do it anyway.
And there is a little bit of this. It just feels a little stretched out. And I think it's because of the fiction just not being as funny and as charming as it could be. I'm glad that it exists. I think it's a well-done, competent game. I love the art style. There's a lot of artistry on display here. It's just not my favorite of these adventure-type titles.
That's fair, but it is a complete game now that you can pick up, which is lovely. And you can play it on PS4, which is great, too. I love the fact that I can use my controller, and it works quite seamlessly with the game.
Yeah, it's going to be everywhere. I'm going to give it a 7. How about you?
It gets an 8 for me.